Hello, and welcome to the Successful Introvert, How to Confidently Grow Your Business and Your Bank Account, a weekly interview series where I will be interviewing experts on how to grow your confidence and step out of your comfort zone and thrive in your business. I'm Erin Sum, confidence coach supporting shy and introverted women entrepreneurs to step past their fears of being seen and heard and into confidence so they can make sure to shine their bright, beautiful light, making a bigger difference in the world and in their bank account. Make sure to join us for the free Stand Up and Shine Confidence Challenge at erinsum.com/confidence challenge to expand your confidence and increase your income in less than 10 minutes a day. I am so excited today to have Jennifer Gabiola with us talking about how to create sustainable success on your terms as a quiet leader. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome.
Hi, Erin. I'm super excited to be here, so thank you.
Yay, me too. So everyone, Jennifer Gabiola helps introverted leaders own their quiet voice and fierce power to build brands that make a big impact. Through her business, Dawn Soul, she uses her 19 years of branding and design experience to provide heart-centered strategy, exquisite design, and soulful presence and style to support and create soulful brands. She also offers inspiration through her Dawn Soul poetic apparel collection, sounds really exciting, to help women radiate their true inner beauty and power. So happy to have you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Erin. Again, I'm really excited to be here and support your community.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm sure that they really are going to love watching this too. So tell me a little bit more about your business, Dawn Soul.
Yeah, so I started my business, I've been in business 8 years, and I was a really successful design director for 12 years. So I'd say 8 years ago is when things changed for me. That was like the turning point because I actually lost my job and I got sick. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. So that was a major turning point for me to really look inward, because at the time I really focused my validation on my career and my image. So it was everything on the outside. So when everything was crumbling, that really forced me to look on the inside. And so I feel grateful that I had the resilience and the fortitude to recognize my gifts on the inside. And that's what really motivates me now with helping other introverted leaders. Because I know how hard it can be to really put yourself out there in a way that feels real, but also sustains your energy, because, maintaining your energy is everything as an introvert, as you know.
Yeah, for sure. And we need to be very careful about maintaining our energy and taking that time to recharge. And as an entrepreneur, it can be really difficult because we are quote unquote supposed to be out there all the time, right? And visible. So that can be a challenge.
Yeah, totally. So it's really important that you honor your natural rhythm, your natural pace, even if it's slower than other people you see out in the industry, because at the end of the day, if you're not feeling yourself, you can't really show up in a way that's really impactful, because people can feel you.
Yeah, no, for sure. So were there ever times that you didn't feel that your business was gonna work?
Yes. Yes, especially in the beginning, because I used to be, and so if it wasn't proven to me, I would be like, nah, I don't know. But when I lost my job and got sick, that really forced me to trust in a force greater than myself and trust in the process. Mm-hmm. So I actually started my business, the divine download I got after I lost my job was put your poetry on t-shirts. And I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. How am I going to make money? But because I had lost everything, I took a leap of faith and just literally went moment to moment. And I just trusted that I would be guided to something greater than where I was. Because like I said, being sick and then losing my job, it was such a low point. But I knew that moving forward, it could only get better. So I literally had to just be present and go moment to moment and trust in the process. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. So how did you overcome that fear that it wasn't going to work? You said trust in the process. Anything else?
Yeah, I really had to let go and trust I was being led and guided to what I was meant to do. I had no plan to be serving introverts, to be honest, because I didn't really, I'm not really into labels, but a few years ago, I got this guidance to so many signs about introverts, so I looked into that. And, I was like, oh, I'm an introvert, because introvert just means you need quiet time to recharge. And so I positioned my business, after I shared my t-shirts, I came full circle and developed my branding business for introverts, because I realized that you have to maintain your energy. You have to trust in your instincts. You have to trust in a force greater than yourself. You have to really trust beyond your own logic for you to really be impactful. And that was a game changer for me, to really believe that and trust that my instincts and that a force greater than myself was actually going to show me how to make a greater impact, instead of me trying to figure it out on my own.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely have to trust in, things outside of ourselves, other energies, other people, outside of
because we're all connected, and we can feel there's resonance with certain people. You can feel it. So my skeptical old self was like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. But now that I've gone through that journey, there's no other way. I can't go back. So surrendering to this process has actually made me a better person, a better leader, a better friend. There's so many things. I've become a better human being because I'm trusting that I'm being led.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So what advice do you have for introvert women entrepreneurs about honoring their energy? Because we really have to do that, as introverts.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, by definition, as an introvert, you need quiet time to recharge. So I highly recommend that every day you have you set aside time. I call them non-negotiables, just time for you, right? So I really recommend, when you wake up, don't go straight to your phone. Don't go straight to email. Just really have some quiet time to just be still and feel feel the guidance that you're receiving. Feel grateful. That's what I do in the morning, is I think about what I'm grateful for, because then I get in this vibe of just feeling better and just lighter. Just acknowledging the blessings that I already have. And then that makes space for other blessings to come. And then I feel into okay, God, what do you want me to know today? Who do I need to serve? What do I need to do? And then I just feel it into it. And then I just do that day. It's very different than what I used to do, was jam pack my whole schedule. I got to do this. It was very hectic before, but now I'm okay, I just need to feel what I need to do today. And I do that. And then at the end of the day, so something similar, just winding down, but having quiet time, but reflecting on how the day went. Mm-hmm. Just having that to bookend your day like that, I'm telling you, it helps you maintain your energy throughout the day, because you are setting the intention of how to direct your energy. You're being proactive instead of reacting oh my God, I have a fire tip. There's another fire. It's more I am clear. I'm tuned in, and I'm clear, and I'm going to direct my energy throughout the day.
Right. Yeah. And it's important to do that throughout the day too. If something comes up and you're thrown off or you're frazzled, stressed out, to redirect energy again, to stop for, even if it's just 1 minute, and breathe and
Exactly. Just focusing on your breath. It's just really about getting present, because when you're present, then you're the most influential, is because you have presence, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So how does someone own their strengths as an introverted leader and lead with their vibe? I'm interested in that.
So I love talking about this. Yeah. So leading with your vibe. So as an introvert, our energy is everything, right? But we don't like to be the loudest in the room. We don't like to talk a lot. So I found that when you're so deeply tapped in and tuned in and you're feeling yourself, the right people are going to feel you, for real. I've tested this. So before I go deeper into that, I just wanted to say that your strength as an introvert, you're highly intuitive, you're a natural connector, you see beyond the surface, you feel things, right? And you're really good at deep one-on-one connections. So the goal is, especially if you are an entrepreneur, the goal is not to try to work the room and be hi, I'm the loudest, hey, pay attention. It's more okay, I'm tuned in, and I'm going to captivate people by, really feeling like myself, feeling my energy, and then having that presence is going to really, I'm telling you, when you are feeling yourself, and for me, I love style. And so when I dress, today, I was feeling, what am I going to wear today? So I was feeling this. And so when I feel so tapped in and tuned in, the right people will be there's something about her. then you're creating resonance, and that's the goal. It's like networking can be kind of scary for introverts, like, oh my God, I got to talk to strangers. But I feel like it's really about finding kindred spirits and creating resonance, because if you're showing up consistently in a heartfelt way, the right people are going to pay attention, and that's the resonance that you want. And at the right time, when you do pitch something, it's going to feel more like an organic like share versus, oh my God, it's a crazy, awkward pitch. It's going to be like, oh, I love her vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, and I'm sure those of you watching too, you've been in a room and you've had someone walk into a room and you go, I want to talk to that person, and they haven't even said anything. It's just that energy, you know, that resonates from them. So that's what you're talking about, Jennifer.
Yeah, you become magnetic. You become magnetic. But it has to, you have to do the inner work. You have to, like, again, the regular quiet time, doing the inner work. Introverts have that natural way of wanting to go deep within ourselves and understand ourselves in a really insightful way. So the more you do that, and that's like what you do on a normal day-to-day basis, your presence is going to be, for real, it's going to be undeniable. I've tested this in person and online, and I mean, it works.
Yeah, nice. I love that. So get quiet with yourself, everyone. Make sure that you're connecting with yourself on a daily basis.
Yes.
Katie says, I find if I'm quiet and pay attention, it's easier to pick up good points the more extroverted person says and what they miss that I might contribute. Yeah, nice. So,
one other thing, can I share one last thing about this too? You know, I want to encourage people that are watching live or the replay is that think of it not just as self-promotion, but as self-expression. So really, like, when you share, make sure you're feeling what you're sharing, not just like, oh, I should be sharing today because it's Monday. I guess I should be sharing. Like, really feel excited about what you're sharing, because on the other end of that post, if you're feeling it, people will feel your energy. I tell you, just to be super mindful of the intention and the energy that you bring in any interaction, even if it's a written post. Really, it's magical when you're really in it. People can feel that on the other side.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So tell us, Jennifer, what is it well-defined success? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so it's really important. Defining success for yourself, I feel, is very important, especially as an introvert. I find that when you can align your goals for success with like your values and how you want to live, like what's important to you, then your life becomes fulfilling instead of like, oh, I got to make 6 figures, then I'm successul, or I got to like make $2 million by the time I'm 40 or whatever, which is very good. But if that's not deeply aligned with who you are and how you want to serve, it's going to feel like a chase. So right. I really want to encourage your community, anyone that's watching, to give yourself permission to be clear on what gives you joy, what makes you fulfilled, like how much money would be great to cover your expenses and like do things that really give you joy. Because my old season of life, I was a workaholic. So even though I was making a lot of money, I was burnt out. Again, I got sick. So what's that worth, right? So I just really encourage everyone watching to think about like what gives me joy, what would really make my life feel like I have genuine satisfaction, because that will determine how much you want to make. I mean, of course, cover your expenses. You want to, like take care of your family, but at the end of the day, you're not trying to chase some external goal. You're trying to feel happy and joyful and really create moments where you love, and you're with the people that you love and adore, right?
Right. So. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. It can lead us down a very different path if we're just chasing the money or just chasing what we think is success for external things versus what we really truly want in our lives and how we want to feel, right? And how we want to live our lives.
Yeah, so I actually have a tip to help people decide, okay, what's this opportunity or is this goal, what I want to move towards is, if you have, let's say, an opportunity or a goal you're considering, notice how you're feeling in your body. Let's just give an example. Like, let's say someone invites you to do a speaking engagement. You're like, okay, that's cool for my business. Sit there and like think about the opportunity and then get quiet and feel in your body. Do you feel excited and light? You may be terrified still, but do you feel expansive in your body? Versus when you think of it, you're like, oh God, well, you have like kind of dread. Mm-hmm. That's a no, right? The fear is not going to go away, to be really honest with you. It's just you have to use the fear, you know, in your favor. But really just noticing how you're feeling in your body. Do you feel light and excited even though you're scared? Or do you feel like neutral, like nothing? That's also a no. Or you feel like, oh God, I don't want to do that. Like that's a no too, right? So really that's using your intuition like that and just allowing yourself to feel your way forward. That's a really empowering way to consciously create your business and your success.
Yeah, no, I love that. So many of us, we say yes to everything, right? And we think
I know.
The other thing, a million things in order to be successful, and then we burn ourselves out, and then we have nothing. Yeah. So exactly. I love that feeling into your body. I do that too, and it's so helpful in trying to decide what to do, you know, when to do it, all those different things. Feel into your body.
Yeah, there's no rush. You have to honor your pace. Like I always say, like my pace is kind of like a turtle. It's slow, but it's deliberate. It's going to win the race, but it's like slower. That's okay. Yeah. Like your pace is good. Like you're not trying to compete with anyone. You're just running your own race. And the more you actually own that, again, you're going to resonate with the right people because they're going to be like, ooh, there's something about that lady. You know, she is really connected with herself. And the goal is for people to see themselves and their potential in you, right? So they can invest in you. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. I love that. So what advice do you have for shy or introverted entrepreneurs who struggle with their confidence?
Really just trust and believe that how you're naturally built is on purpose. I think sometimes, including this is what happened for me in the beginning, I thought that maybe, oh, I'm built this way and I have to get over it. It's like a deficiency. So the more that you can acknowledge for yourself, like being reserved, being quiet, is that a bad thing? Like own that, really, just own that and know that you can communicate in ways, again, you can still make an impact, but without being like changing who you are. I really feel like that's the core foundation when you can own like, okay, I'm built this way for a reason, then foundation where you can build on like your confidence from a solid place, not trying to overcompensate like, oh, quiet, I need to get over that. You know, I think I see a lot of people doing that, and that's just not, you're not starting from a place that really honors who you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like how you're built.
Yeah, we live in this extrovert, quote unquote, society that's valued, you know, this out there, big, bold personality is valued, and people think that that's how you have to be successful, but it's just not true. If you Google, you know, successful introverts, you'll find thousands of super successful, big name people, that are introverts.
Yeah, for sure. Totally. Yeah, so just leverage how you're naturally built and find different ways that do push you outside your comfort zone. Because you will have to share your message. You know, just being an introvert doesn't give you, don't use that as an excuse to hide, because you have so much to give. You have really so much to give. So find different ways that feel life-affirming for you to share. If it's writing, if you like video, if you like public speaking, if you like just one-on-one, it doesn't matter, but find different ways where you're like, okay, this is a good avenue, a platform for me to express myself. And the more you do that consistently, again, the right people are going to find resonance with you.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, make sure you're still getting yourself out there, but do it in a way that works for you.
Yes. Amen.
Okay. So Jennifer, you have a free gift for us today. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I want to help all my fellow quiet leaders out there. So I have a free gift called 7 Tips to Help You Be Consistently Visible as an Introvert. So I hope it's really, it's based on this acronym, the word visible. So I have tips for each letter. So just to make it really easy to remember. So you can check that out at dawningsoul.com/7 visibility tips.
Okay, awesome. And I'll put that in the comments too. And tell us how we can get in touch with you.
Sure. So my site is dawningsoul.com, and I'm the 2 platforms that I love being on regularly is Facebook. So you can find me at Dawning Soul. That's one word. And I love Instagram. I'm super visual, so you can also find me at Dawning Soul on Instagram as well.
Woohoo! All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining us today. This was super full of information and value. I really appreciate you being here. I'm sure everyone got a lot out of it.
Oh, I mean, it was a joy. I'm excited. I really hope that, my tips were helpful for other quiet leaders. Just trust and believe that how you're naturally built is on purpose, and you can make a big impact. I've seen it.
Yes, absolutely. So. Yes, everyone, stop hiding your gifts and get out there and do your thing. Be yourself, do your thing, and make that impact you're born to make.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Everyone, join us next Thursday at 4 o'clock for our next interview. We will be here every Thursday at 4, and you can watch all the replays at aaronsun.com/category/TSI for the Successful Introvert. All right. Thanks again, Jennifer, for joining us. Everyone, we will see you next time.
Bye. Thank you, Erin. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.